to this tutorial. In this tutorial, I'm going to be showing you basic setting on Civil 3D 2018 settings. I'm going to show you the settings for beginners. So in this tutorial quickly, this is the interface in the screen. Please do watch our previous tutorial to get a clue of the interface and how it functions. So it's a very beautiful interface. Everything is properly arranged. So I'm going to go to the basic settings for part 1. So I'm going to right click and I'm going to go down to options and I'm going to click on options. So these are the files in AutoCAD that have been embedded in AutoCAD. So you can see this is stored in my hard drive on the program file Autodex AutoCAD Civil 3D 2018 support this. So these are files that as a beginner you don't tamper with, because if you do, you're going to experience some problems and some malfunctioning in your Civil 3D. So I'm going to advise, as a beginner, you have to avoid this particular tab here, which is file. So I'm going to go to display. So on display, I have options display. So I have the window element. The window element is this particular workspace area on my window. So this particular workspace area on my window, which is dark. So it's dark. So there are two types. So I have light and I have also dark. So if I click on it and choose a particular color or choose a particular color scheme, I'm going to say I want dark. So I want dark, so it should be dark. So that's it. If I want dark, I'll say okay, it should be dark. So it goes to be dark. So if you want to change, you can just click on this black arrow and it comes up. So now I have a checkbox here. This one's unchecked because you might not need them, but someone else might need them. So I'm going to show you very quickly so to do that. So display scroll bar in drawing window. So this you're going to check this box. I'm going to show you. Okay, we are going to like make do with this so that you can see the effects of how this is going to pan out to be. So I'm going to click apply. So now if you look at your right of your screen, there is a scroll bar here, so you can just scroll with this pull up or pull down, but I'm fine with this because I have pan. So I'm going to check this box and I'm going to say apply, and it disappears, so it goes away, because that scroll bar is also consuming some part of your screen and you don't want to make your screen to look too small for you to start drawing. So I'm going to make that go away. So if you want to use large buttons for toolbars, you can just you can also check this and say apply to see how it pan out to be. You can see it becomes very bold, everything on it so becomes very bold, but I think I'm fine with this because this also is consuming some space. So I'm going to say no, don't use that. So I'm going to say apply and it comes back to normal. So this is resizing ribbons to standard size, so it's checked. You can check this and you can also try this out and see how it pans out to be. So I'm going to move on to the next because I'm going to leave this for you to explore also. But whatever you do, just make sure you come back to click apply, then OK to activate the settings you have done. So I'm going to go into this show rollover tooltips. Is good. It's good. So you can see this how this one is going to work out to be. So if I roll over a particular tool, it's going to tell me, okay, this tool this is what it's used for. So I'm going to make this go away so that I can show you what that does. So I'm going to say okay. So now if I roll over this tool, you can see that's a line. So it's a line. So you're going to tell me, okay, this is a line. So that checkbox has the function to do that. Now you can see provide commands for creating best fit entities. So this is the job of that particular checkbox that has been checked. I'm going to right click again to go over to read. So I'm going to go over to my dialog box, so it pops up. So this is the job of that particular one. So this display file tabs, this is also interesting. You can do that, but I'm going to show you one important one, so you will like it. So I'm going to go to color. So this color, so I'm going to go to 2D space. So this is my 2D space, so this is my preview. how my 2D space is going to look like. So now we have context and we have interface element. So this interface element is the uniform background. Now the background should be uniform, which means if I'm choosing a particular color, yeah, it's black. If I'm choosing a particular color, it should be also black. This is not absolutely black per se, so because this is black. Now this is black, but that color was not black, so this is a default color. So I'm saying, okay, if I'm going to the sheet, this is my paper space, which is white color. It should have a uniform background of white color. There are several other backgrounds. Also, you might want to explore them. These are the colors. So on this background, we have green as my grip. So you can see it's green here. There's a preview. So whatsoever you do, you just have to choose and click on apply. But I want to change this color. Okay, I don't like it anymore. I want to make this color, the background color, to become red. So you can see I'm going to say apply and close. Now my background becomes very red. So if you're okay with this, you can pretty go ahead with this color and do your drawing, and all every other settings will adjust to this particular color. But if you're drawing the line on this particular screen, I'm going to say okay, apply and close. Say on okay. So I'm going to make a line on this. I'm going to say okay, create a line. So I'm going to draw a line. I'm going to draw a line. So you can see I'm going to right click to finish this command. Now my line becomes black, but as for that of the default, I'm going to show you. I'm going to erase that. So I'm going to go quickly to let me just make a line again. So I'm show you when the default appears, you will see how it's going to look out to be. I'm going to make it here. So I'm going to say okay. I'm going to click enter, finish my command. So I'm going to right click again. Another way you can do this, you can just go to this your icon, come to options, so click on options, it start loading, it's coming up, a dialog box is waiting for us somewhere, so it pops up. So you can see it comes right back to where we were to do this your drawing settings. So this is your drawing settings. So I'm going to go back to color, this red. So no, I don't like it. It's not so good for my liking. I'm going to choose black. So this is black, but I'm going to go, if you wish to choose any color, but I'm going to choose black because I like black. Black is good. So I'm going to choose black, and I'm going to say apply and close. Now you can see, let me move this over a little bit. My line type has adjusted to my color. Now it's white. It's not black anymore. So that is the pretty thing about Civil 3D, this updated version. So if you choose any background color, the color or whatever tool you are using will adjust its color to the particular background color that you have. So it's not going to be too confusing, but it gives you some preferences so that you don't have some tools mixed up with some black, yellow, and white may not be too good, because you might not see a white object on a yellow background. You might not see that much. So I will advise I use good colors like black. It's good. You can also try some other colors because we have several colors. So you can try some other colors. So you can go to fonts also. You can take fonts. Just click on font. It's loading. It's coming up. So it comes up. So I want a default font size on this my particular AutoCAD, my particular Civil 3D. So I can choose. Okay, I just want call a default. Okay, let me use a current new. So let me make it no, I don't like it, so let me just make it let it be bold and italics. So I want it to be 12 so that it will be visible, or let me just make it bold, 12 to be visible. I'm gonna say okay, apply. So the font, the default font for this particular software, now you have set it, you have choose a particular default font for it. So everything that is coming will take that default font. So that's good. So this is layer element. So on the layer, you can explore these by just checking this box and see how it's going to be. When you go over to your paper space, then these ones can work there for you. So we have several tools and all of these are cursor size. Is a very important one because I like my cursor to be very big to fold your screen. So I'm going to pull this. I'm going to pull this. I'm going to pull this to 100%, and I'm going to click apply. I'm going to say okay. So when I come over to my screen, you can see my cursor becomes so big that it's fooling the whole workspace area. Now if I pick on a particular tool, let me take my line tool. Let me take my line tool this time. So I'm going to take my line tool. So I'm going to say okay and make my line tool. Now you can see how my cursor is giving me directions. Now it tells me that this line is straight. Now I'm going to take another tool. I'm going to take my rectangular tool and I'm going to pull. Let's see, I'm going to pull. So without getting to that point, now my cursor gets to that point and tell me okay, it's straight. So you can see this and the square together, they are really meeting each other at that point because my cursor is long. But you may not like it, so it doesn't matter. I'm going to click, I'm going to hit escape on my keyboard to clear up that grip. So I'm going to right click again. I'm going to right click and I'm going to go to options. I'm going to go to options. So I'm going to go to this particular cursor area and I'm going to pull it backwards to make it small, a little bit big, and I'm going to say okay, I like it there, let it just be there. So I'm going to say apply and okay. So you can see my cursor becomes a little bit bigger than before it was. So that's it guys for beginners basic drawing setting part 1. Do subscribe to our channel if you to see more of our videos, and if you like our video, give us a thumbs up and drop a comment. See you in our next video.